to welcome Cloud9's Meteos and his insane 42 KDA. Hi, Meteos. KDA, how's it going? Absolutely. We should probably get a second chair up here for this thing. These games, what is your play style like? Obviously, you don't go in to say, I'm not going to die. It just kind of happens. What's your play style?
Generally, I do what's called like safe aggression. Like we try to play aggressive in lanes, but we don't do anything like super risky. Like, oh, let's dive this guy, and hopefully his jungler's not sitting there, or else we'll all die. So I generally like just try to make safe plays and prioritize farm more than like just camping a lane or something, because that's gone like bad for me a lot of times. So I've just sort of strayed away from that.
All right.
And how much of this do you think has to do with your team's champion picks? I know a lot of people online are saying, why don't teams just ban Zach against Meteos? Clearly, it's the only thing they're good with. You have other things in mind?
Yeah, I play a lot of champions. I've been playing the game like forever. I have like 1 million games played, so I've definitely played more than just Zach. He's like my favorite right now. So whenever he's up, I tend to pick him.
So what's the idea around this strategy with Zach? Is it the safest one you can play? Obviously, you have more in the champion pool if you were to be banned out, but is that just a core component for you guys right now?
He's not core. Like when we scrim, we practice a lot of different champions. I just like his, he's really hard to kill. He's got like a lot of disruption in team fights, and his initiate range is pretty crazy. So that's why I pick him.
All right. Yeah, and expectation-wise, coming into this week, I know your manager Jack said if you go 5-0, he's buying you guys dinner, but were you guys expecting to do so well this early?
I didn't really come in with many expectations. We've been doing pretty well in scrims, and we've been practicing really hard, so it's nice to see that our hard work's paying off. But we definitely didn't expect to like win every game. We still have one more, so we're not officially 5-0, but it's looking pretty good so far.
So how long have you guys been a team together with this full roster?
This full roster, I joined the team back in March, and then Sneaky Castro joined the team, I think, like right after the IPL 6 qualifiers. So.
And was there ever, a wry communication or anything erroneous for the team? Because it seems like if there's ever a problem, you guys fix it immediately and start to control the game in a different way.
Yeah, we all get along. Like we're all friends, so that helps. No one really like yells at each other when you mess up. Everyone's just like, it's okay, keep playing. And yeah, we get along really well, and we just talk about mistakes instead of like playing the blame game. So I think that helps us a lot.
Oh.
And one thing I've noticed about you guys is your map movement seems really precise and well coordinated. How do you communicate those movements amongst yourselves?
Generally, everyone just sort of knows what to do. I do most of the timers. Like I try to time every blue and red and dragon and baron. So I'm like, okay, dragon spawning, let's try to get there. So like people need to get items, they go and get items, and then we all group up and we try to get the objectives.
Is there anyone you guys usually look to on the team? Obviously, CLG has a double-lift all-star that you want to get that farm on because you'll carry the late game. If anything goes wrong, who's that guy for you?
I wouldn't say we have like an all-star. Generally, I don't get very behind, but like I don't necessarily carry the team. Like generally, as long as everyone doesn't lose lane. Like some games High does bad, some games Balls does bad, some games Sneaky does bad, but like usually. Like, whenever 2 people are doing bad, the third one's like, okay, I got to carry this one. So, generally, someone does well, yeah.
Yep.
And is that generally what you do? So, if, say, Balls or High gets ahead in lane, do you channel farm to them intentionally, or do you just let the game flow?
No, we just sort of let the game flow. We don't, like, intentionally put farm on anyone. We just sort of let everyone do their own thing.
So, with Cloud9's training regimen, you guys' perspective on how to go into it, you say there's no blame game there. What is training like for you guys as well in the house?
Well, we scrim from, like, 2 to 10 every day. Well, we try to. Sometimes there are like internet problems or people have to cancel. But yeah, that's generally it. And then our manager, Alex Penn, he sits there in spectate mode, so we can go back after the game and watch if like, sometimes we'll be like, what just happened there? Like, how do we lose that fight? And we'll go back and be like, oh, okay, like we need to change our positioning here. And like, we just sort of talk it through. And it's a really like fun, calm environment.
All right.
Was there anything, last question by the way, that is just kind of surprised you about the LCS so far in your 4 games here in 2 days or 3 days?
I wouldn't say there are any big surprises. It's really cool. It's fun playing here and seeing all these teams, so I've had a blast.
Awesome stuff.
Awesome. Meteos, congratulations. You 42 KDA as well, and on the undefeated victory so far throughout the LCS. Thank you for the interview.